Good morning. On Saturday morning, I received a call from a young lady whose husband was getting ready to surrender to the camp in Duluth for a 5-year sentence. And she started out the conversation by saying how she read a blog or an article about me on a consultant's website talking about how they helped me to prepare before my surrender to prison in 2018, also on a 5-year sentence, and how all of their work with me helped turn my 5-year sentence in custody into about 21 months. And I wasn't quite sure what she was talking about because, as many of you might know from a prior blog, I never worked with a consultant prior to my situation, certainly prior to my surrender. And to be honest, I never even knew consultants existed. And I asked her to do me a favor and send me the blog. And she sent it to me, and it turned out it was from a firm that I had worked with as soon as I got out of prison. I left them about a year, 13 months ago, and they really promoted all the work that they did helping me get out. Well, unfortunately, in this industry, as well as many other industries, there's a lot of misinformation. The purpose of the blog today, though, really touches on why she called me. As part of her concern, and certainly, everyone's concern, as a member of a family, as a wife, a husband, as a child, how do you best prepare to surrender to federal prison? And I don't know there really is a good answer, because no matter who you are in the family, if you're the person going in or the family left behind, it's a lousy situation. I know that when I had my sentencing, I dropped my daughter off for work that morning and told her, Kaylee, we'll be back and have dinner that night. And it didn't happen. At sentencing, my judge remanded me to custody, shackled me, took me into the bowels of the Philadelphia Detention Center, where I spent about 6 weeks. And eventually, after a 2-week bus ride, something commonly known as diesel therapy, I wound up at the camp in Miami. And through my efforts, through my understanding of the system, through the knowledge that I gained while I was there, I was able to turn that 60-month sentence into 21 months. But preparing for prison, when I help families understand what you need to do to prepare for prison, whether it's the preparation of a power of attorney or the conversation with children, if your children are below school age, if your children are above school age, there's not going to be any secrets. How can you deal with and cope with not only what is a horrible situation, but alleviate a lot of the stress and strain on your loved ones? As a father, as a husband, my only concern was my wife and my children and the toll of what I did that would have on them. So when I talk to families, mainly with spouses of those going in, I try to explain that not only will this journey be over at some point in time, I offer my wife Candy as assistance to them throughout this period, but understand that truth and honesty is the best policy. Patience and preparation are key in this process. And unlike me, that had no assistance, no guidance, no knowledge of the system, and I learned it all by being there, and certainly in the few years that I've been out, working with someone that understands the nuances of the prison system, of camps, of the RDAP drug and alcohol program, of the First Step Act and earned time credits is tantamount. So please read the blog, but more important, think about what I'm talking about and what I went through and put my family through, and let's talk. Call me 7 days a week, text me, email me, and let's have that conversation. Thank you.